Hello ladies and gentlemen, I'm the Serious Strategy Gamer and welcome to another episode of Humankind. Our empire is shaping up nicely and we've just beaten the Maya up here in the north. So I think it's time to take stock of the situation, look a little bit about what we want to do strategically and where we stand. Now, the first interesting bit is we are already at 5 out of 7 stars, and that is largely due to the fact that we got a couple of military stars. Not only we did also get some builder stars and agrarian stars, but because we defeated all of these military units in their attacks on us, we got a lot of stars. Now that means we're only 2 stars away from the next era, and that's kind of interesting because if you do look at the other guys over here, you can see some of them do have a large number of stars, but you'll find that these guys are actually still in the classical area, whereas we are in the medieval one. So we are pretty close to advancing to the early modern period, while they are still in the classical period. So that's kind of interesting. It's still 700 BCE, so that's kind of to be expected, I guess. But still, it's interesting to see that. And I think we should try to get these stars, because here's the thing. What do the Khmer do for us? What is their great benefit? Now, the unit, we haven't really researched that at all. The builder is kind of nice, but that is, everyone has something like that. So really, the biggest advantage here is their special districts. And as you can see, we've pretty much built all of the special districts that we can. You can only build one per territory, and pretty much all of our territories now have one. So yeah, I think it does make sense to try to advance. We are probably going to get some science stars early on. Only two more science technologies that we do need to research. Maybe 14 more districts. Maybe 24 more people. I think all of these things are doable. But before we get into the next era, I think I would like to take on Hattusha. Hattusha is currently sitting in our south here. And I just dislike the way it's situated. I just dislike this territory here. I would like to take it over for us. So yeah, let's try to do exactly that. And we're going to try to bring our army down then and try to tackle them there. We're going to take one of our armies here to Hattusha, the other one to Nesha, and hopefully that is going to be useful. Now, the other thing is, I think our science is a little bit hemmed in. So I think what Cliff City here should do is they're currently on this thing where we didn't generate any science and we went all over to production. Now, I think that's okay. Now, the other thing is we should, I think, take the library, because 1 science per population. We do have 18 population here, so that is pretty fantastic. Let's actually prioritize that right away. And more science per research, I think, is also kind of fantastic. So that should come after that, I think. The other thing I do want to do is I want to build up a couple of science sectors here, because we're not generating enough science here, I think. And one of the areas that I think could work nicely is down here, because there is some science to be gained over here from this tile. There's also some science to be gained from being adjacent to the copper. So I think a nice little triangle here would work fantastically. It's going to cost us a little bit of production, but I think that is very doable. Right, so yeah, we're going to do that, and that should potentially come in after these guys right away. And then lastly, we're also going to go for some schooling and prioritize that over all of these guys. That should be okay. You guys can get over there, that's fine too. And then the other thing I wanted to do is take a look at West Point here now, because these guys are a little bit underdeveloped in terms of their infrastructure. So I think here it makes sense to do the other way around and get the science turned into industry, which I think is going to be useful. We're going to build some stuff over there that is also kind of nice. I think after that we probably want to get the monetary bonus there, but yeah, you're going to do that. Right, that's good. Let's end the turn. Someone is losing population, that's okay. What are you guys doing? Are you attacking us? Oh, you are attacking us, are you now? Well, certainly we can do that. What happened there? Right, not entirely sure what happened there. And I guess you guys should switch over like that. Right, what are you going to do? You're going to attack our cavalry. Interesting. Right, let's shoot. Shoot. Attack. No one is left. Okay, that's fine. They lost a unit. I think we did not. No, we didn't. Yeah, unfortunately, it did use most of our movement points. At least of a couple of our units. So that is unfortunate. But nevertheless, okay, let's get everyone else down here then. That should be okay. We've got another urgent affair here. Ooh, press freedoms. Let's take a look at that. Cost on cancelling civics if we go to free speech. Yeah, I like that. We can't enact it right now, so I suppose that's irrelevant. And then you have built the other district there. That's okay. Now, there is some industry over there. That's okay. Yeah, we did build a Bahrain here. We could build, I suppose, another industrial district here, and they would get a lot of benefits and such. We could also build something like that down there. That would give us a lot of stability. Oh, we are a little bit short on stability. And maybe we should be building an aqueduct. I also do think the library would make a ton of sense here, so let's actually prioritize that, then the library, and then go into theatre, because we do need a little bit more cultural influence. Good. And the turn. And then I think I'm going to automize the movement of these guys. Come on. Just calculate the turn here. Population gain. End of foreign war. Okay, that's nice, I suppose. Right, let's move you down there. We want to move up a little bit. I think you guys should try to stick a little bit closer towards each other so that you can be mutually supporting each other. I think that's generally a good idea. Right, let's wait. Wait. And then you guys down here, you can actually explore up here in the north, because we don't know what's up there actually, so yeah, let's check that out. Right, and then we can have the turn. More population gain, nice. Regal have converted to something. I suppose that's okay. Right, that being said, just move everyone up a little bit, I suppose. Right, you guys move here, you guys move there, and you guys are going to start to make your way down to Hattusha. Right, you're going to move there, that's okay. Why didn't you move? Fine. Okay, another population gain. Another population loss. I really hate this area down here. I wish you could lock it in somehow, but I think you can't, so let's see. Ooh, we've got another tenant to pick. We could pick more intellectual things, but we don't have any alliances, so I don't think that's really that useful. Land movement speed, very useful. Industry, honestly, we are having a lot of industry anyway, but I do think I like staying with industry and doubling down on our strength here, so that is exactly what we're going to do. Okay, you guys, can I ask you to move somehow over here? Yeah, fantastic. You guys likewise do move into that general vicinity. That's okay, so that you've got a longer term plan there. Cliff City, you have built the first science quarter down there. Let's actually build the next one here and here. And they can actually be prioritized over the food market at least. Yeah, that's nice. That's going to generate a large amount of science there by adjacency bonuses, and I think that's exactly what we need. Stability is still looking fine too, so that is great. Edgeworth, you're building the theatre. You've built pretty much everything else there, so that's good too. What do we want here though? Well, I think some maybe the watchtower, maybe the walls. Would like to build this maybe not into a science capital, but maybe more into a military area. So let's get a couple of things out of the way. Animal farms. Yeah, these are small things, but let's get our harbour and everything going a little bit more. I just like the idea of building that up a little bit. The watchtower, the walls. We're going to turn this into a military district here, with a healthy dose of commerce. Right, let's end the turn. Population gain. Some research being conducted. That's also nice. We will need to build more things, I think, here, and more districts over time as well. But let's check that out later. Right, you guys have built the food market, and you should have a fairly profitable center running up here in the north, which is actually right now producing industry, which is also kind of nice. Good. Stability looking fantastic. Don't think there's that much more that we do need. Well, the river, the food on the river tile is super useful. And again, I think the population here is very large, so we're going to get that. We do want to get more science per researcher, and I think definitely we want the school to get the adjacency bonuses. The theatre is nice. Yeah, really, your infrastructure is only really now coming into play, but I do think it is important. Right, and you actually have horses as well, so we can build this too. And that's all pretty nice. Now the big thing is, you're not really making enough industry for my liking, so where are we going to build that up? There are not that many areas that do have industry. There's a little bit down here. So we can try to access that. Build a triangle here. That would give us 16 plus whatever we're generating from the districts themselves. Not great, not bad. Up over here, I think that would be worse. Well, this area here is pretty useful. So that's a 9, 11, 13. No, it would be better up here. That's not actually 16, is it? That's 6. No, let's call them differently. Right, so that's 10 and that's 14. That's 19. 19 industry here. What would we be getting up here? Not that much down here. And 12 or so up here. That's a lot less. Now the advantage up here would be that we have this location. If we were to build the triangle like this, say, sure, we'd be losing access to that food, but we would be having one tile here where we could, for example, place one of the commons quarters. That would give us 20 stability, which wouldn't be terrible now, would it? 20 stability, and down here we're not getting anything close to that. We would be getting something over there. So yeah, I think down here is potentially a little bit better. Right, let's do build it up there then. And that should give us a good, healthy amount of stuff that we can build there. Right. We are not making that much progress here in the builder stars. Still 9 more districts and we could get something, or 11 more population. Right, let's do move everyone up. You are making your progress there. That is good. Why are you lagging behind so far? Ah, you are set to station. Yeah, I didn't want that. I did want to have you wait a little bit. But I suppose we're going to be alright, aren't we? Well, not quite. You guys are pretty far down there. So actually let's switch you to get down here. And you're going to be closer towards here. And that's still okay.
But little knowledge is a dangerous thing. With 5 research quarters, this city is not dangerous in the least.
Okay. So, Maya reached their classical areas and kept their traditions. That is interesting. Now, they are a little bit late to the party. There are not that many great cultures to pick, so that might be some of the reason for that, but still interesting to see. Right, you guys are building your various things. That is cool, I suppose. Can actually advance quite fastly here. Okay, how do the Aztecs feel? Condescending. They are considered stronger. We'll need to be a little bit careful about that. So I think actually West Point, you should get some walls up. And I actually want them to be prioritized. Because if they were to attack, I don't want them to be able to blitz through everything, basically. Right. Edgeworth, you've built quite a couple of things, including good walls. Actually, not just wooden ones. Stability is looking fantastic. They're not really built for research. A little bit of stability is nice, but not really that important. All of these money things are kind of nice, but again, not super important. I dislike that you're working on food. Farmers right now still don't make any sense. They make slightly more sense once you build the granary, but even then it just doesn't add up from my perspective. So, since you are doing fine, we can check on a couple of things. We can check on either more districts and more industrial districts if we are at that. So that's a plus 18 down here. How about if we place this over here? How about if we place it there? We just lose the farming, right? Plus 27 is pretty strong. Then again, just the mutual benefit from all of these things here, I think that does count for something. So we're going to use one there. And then that doesn't extend anything, but I still think it might be useful. The other alternative is building it up here. Well, there is the farm here, so maybe we should have built this thing here on the farm. That might have been the slightly better choice, and then we could have expanded this way. Yeah, I don't think we can destroy it, so yeah, we're just going to be stuck with it, aren't we? Okay, but I think that's still a good maker's quarter. Okay, and then I think it is time to try to get some seafaring stuff. Now, what does that actually do? It's a boarding, skilled navigator. Yeah, you'd be getting less damage per turn, so you'd be able to stay on the water for a little while there, so we can build you. So it doesn't make sense to build one now, but we are going to keep that in mind. Right, so you know what, actually you can get a little bit of money here, and I think that's a good idea. Right, idle armies. Yeah, you guys are fine for now. You guys will need to come over there. You guys are fine where you are. Let's get a little bit to the front here. That's fine. And then what are you guys going to do? Yeah, let's come down here. And the turn. Oh, look at that. There are some Hittites down there. They're actually entering our lands, aren't they? Now that is an interesting development. Bugger me! You're attacking us in our own lands. Right, let's see about that. Okay, that is for sure going to be a manual battle. So how are we going to deal with that? We do need to defend this point. Is that wooded down it there? That's a flag. Can we see what is wooded? Open ground. Open ground. All of this is open ground, isn't it? I would love to see some woodlands. Okay, let's kind of hope for the best. We can potentially flank around here. But we are going to be fighting at a disadvantage here because they're going to come in, they're going to fire, and then they're going to withdraw and continue that sort of behavior. Yeah, well, at the least you're considered on the slope there. Okay, let's try to attack them. You guys can come around. No, you can't even come around. Can you guys come around there? Or you? No. Can you attack down there? No. You can attack over here. You'd be suffering damage, but it at least looks like you'd be doing more damage than you'd be taking. Yeah, let's do attack them. Otherwise we're going to be sitting ducks here for the entire match. Yeah, we need some more distance units here. They're going to be firing at us all the time here. I think they're now going to withdraw and cycle in new units. No, they're not doing that. That's okay then. Right, that's it. Let's circle in new units here. Okay, that's good at least. And they're around close. Yeah, they are shooting down there. Right, we really do need more archers. Nice. And now we are on top of the hill, so we do have the height advantage here. which is fantastic actually. Okay, that's going to continue next turn. Nice. That does mean you can potentially support them there. That's good. And then we've got idle armies here. Yeah, just wait for the turn. Wait for the turn. Get these guys to check out the area up there. That's okay. Everything else is being produced. That's okay too. You're actually going to get to your harbour finally. So yeah, look at that. 14 research on all of these tiles. That's boosting our research dramatically. I do want the theatre from you. You're still looking great in your stability. It's crazy. Yeah, everything else though is fine, I think. Don't need the minuscule money that we're getting there. Right, so I think what we can do is show civics and look at the press freedom. Then we're going to enact freedom of speech to, again, reduce the cost of enacting civics.
If different opinions can't be heard, people might end up believing whatever ridiculous things the government says.
That's a no. And this, so +1 times per research on city or outpost from the Elder's Wisdom. It does reduce our overall science creation though. Then we have per number of trade routes. I do like trade. Let's go for innovation.
A lot in that wide world that the elders never even thought of.
Good. Okay. And the turn. Get you to support this battle. Come on. Cannot be done as it's not your turn. Interesting. So we can get over here. It is now their turn, isn't it? It does not seem to be their turn. Aha! Now we can get reinforcements. I think at least. Okay. That's okay-ish. Right. Shoot these guys. Withdraw you guys. And then take on you and slam to these guys down there right from the top. Nice. Good damage there. Didn't completely kill them though. I can't move you up. At least not all the way over there. But I can move you to here and then attack into there. Then you guys can get there. So what is the enemy gonna do? Probably gonna focus on that push mark down there. Units are waiting for our orders. Who? Oh, you. Nope, they're gonna end that round. Could have moved you there maybe. Yeah, you're gonna fire on that guy. He's gonna be toast. He is. Well, I think that's our first loss in a while, so suppose that's okay. Right, I don't like it, but sometimes you can sort of expect that sort of thing. Right, interesting that you can actually make your way all the way over here. Okay, let's do attack you. And then you can attack down here. Maybe that's going to be too much on you, but I'm hoping at least that good spirits here are going to prevail. That would take too much damage, so let's actually move you all the way here. And you guys can strengthen their back. That is everyone. Their turn now. Yeah, they're shooting this guy. They're focusing on... and he's dying. Ooh, we are losing more men here than I would have cared for. 2 units lost, that is kind of significant. But, you know, at least. Battle will continue next turn. Okay. Fine. So, oh, Edgeworth, you have a dark day for the Empire. The dive was a disaster from beginning to end. Stormy seas and lashing winds leading to difficult conditions, both above and below the surface. 15 soldiers drowned. Ah, and we're getting more unit industry costs here for 10 turds. Exactly when I did want to start to build some units here. That is unfortunate. Right, so that does mean Cliff City is gonna need to jump in here, and I think we're actually gonna build an archer. And frankly, these heavy cavalry units have not been doing as great for us as our standard infantry. So we're gonna start pick these guys, and we're actually gonna prioritize them, so that we can get them next turn and start to bring them in here as reinforcements, and that should be okay. Right, the defined canvas with the cultural venues flowing so. Chance of bad consequences. Blanket police. What exactly is going on here? Piece depicts a gluttonous, saggy-fleshed giant snacking on a plate of. Okay. So that would move us a little bit towards authoritarianism. No, you know what? We do like liberty. That is okay. Right, you guys are fine here. What's a city? Wasn't there a city that was doing nothing? No, that's just idle armies. Okay, fine. Now, Hittites, we do have some grievance with you. You attack me. I do demand...
There is a penalty to be paid. Worse still, should you refuse.
Right, what else is going on? You're Solon. Population loss, culture chosen. The Aztecs are also keeping their traditions. Interesting. It might be a good thing for the AI to do that whenever it's feeling like it's falling behind a little bit. Okay, you're going to get the exploitation here, and then we're going to continue those. That's okay. Right. So the big question is, are we going to declare war on you now? I think actually that is what we're going to do. Right. So we're going to declare a surprise war. A proper war. I don't think we're going to get to the 80. So yeah, we're going to get a surprise war on you. We do have the traitor badge. Gain some war support when destroying an enemy district. Now here's the thing, we're going to lose support now over time. But we can, and I think we shall, try to assault them. Or do we just want to continue this siege? I guess we could build some siege weapons. Can only attack walls. There are 4 guys of them here. We do have fairly good units, so we might actually do the assault now. And of course manually. Okay. Honestly, that setup looks almost okay from me. Except I probably want to change you because you're the best guys that we have. And the rest is fine. Okay, so they are all over there. They've got some scouts, which are 17, and they've got citizens, which are a little bit stronger. Okay, and some of their citizens are, curiously enough, standing in the middle there. You're still counting as defending and fortify, though, so you are considered behind walls. Curiously enough, there's very little down here in terms of protection. So let's actually start firing on these guys. Can you attack? No, you can't. Can you attack? Yeah, you can. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's... We can't just really just move right in there, so I think that's going to be alright. We could attack here, but these guys are actually so well defended in their fortifications, guardian, friendly units defending, that I don't think we're going to do that. We're just going to stand here and our turn. See them attack and really lose out on that. See them doing weird maneuvers there. But that should be our turn, right? So yeah, we're going to move into the fortress now. And now they don't have that well of a defense here, so we can attack them. We can attack them again. Pretty much going to finish them off. Going to come here towards the flank so that we can cross the thing next turn. You guys can move up, I suppose, and start shooting down at these gentlemen. And then you can try to stream down there. You're still going to lose significant casualties there, but all in all, I think you're fine. Yeah, we're going to try to stream into here. They will need to defend there. Right. Curious what they're doing here. Curious indeed. Right, that does mean you guys need to fall back. That does mean you guys can and should be moving up. You guys can move into here. Finish these guys off. You guys move up here. You guys shoot down, attack. Nice. And that is that. Great. Good. That does actually give us quite a bit of victory points here. So war support 55. Their war support is still significantly higher. But their war support is now going to crumble that we have one of their cities. So it's going to go down by -1 per turn. We are going to lose 1 per turn. So we will need to keep this up, but I think we're going to be alright. So yeah, nicely finished that off. There is still that battle down here, but I think that, you know what, we're going to end the turn when we're going to finish that. Right, Celtics are going to continue as the English. That's okay, I suppose. Let's move these guys up. Let's take a look at the idle city of West Point. You have built your industrial district. Let's build a nice triangle down here. And then you're going to need to build the forge and the rest of the stuff. Right, and then you guys are fine over here, I think. Oh, there's an osmosis event. Nice. And can I actually get you all the way down here? Hi, you can't break through here, can you? Ooh, this is such a weird location. But yeah, you'll need to move like that. Right, and then let's check out the battle here. Because I suppose you can shoot them. And then what else? So I think we'll just need to attack though. Do we kill them? I don't think we do. So you're actually going to defend. And I think you can't attack, but you could potentially move here. So that you've got someone in your back there actually. They're going to shoot someone. But they're not going to kill us. Heavily damaged, but you don't have anyone in your rear there. We would kill them though. And I think we would not kill ourselves. Which generally is a useful thing. Good. That does give us... Yeah, we did lose 2 units here. But that does give us more war support. They're losing war support. And that is fantastically nice. Some people are feeling differently about us. Needy. And you're now the English. Okay, that's interesting. And you guys are the Maya, but still. Are we going to air our grievances? Yeah, I think we're actually going to demand these things.
However, in this case, there is a penalty to be paid. Worse.
What are they doing up here? What are they doing? They do have a full army in our lands. Okay, we'll need to circle these guys back, take the north there, and you guys just need to merge up. Right, let's do merge up quickly, and then I think we will call it a day. Right, you guys will need to heal up a little bit, but we've got these guys here, and that should be a-okay. You're finally going to get your harbour. Did take you long enough, but that's nice. And then you guys get the food market and some levy administration. All of these things are okay. Not a big deal, I think. Actually, more signs per research also sounds nice, even though you're actually getting a surprising amount of signs. How come you're getting 104 signs? Yeah, some of that might actually be trait and such. It is nice. We should revisit our trade too. You guys are building your maker's quarters. That's lovely. I think that is going to be great. What are you guys doing? Yeah, you're feeling sullen. We are much more powerful, so maybe don't attack us. Just an idea. Maybe it's a bad idea to attack people who are stronger than you. Right, that being said, I think it's a good place to put in a cut. So, thank you very much for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed, and hope to see you around next time. Bye-bye.